Hello, fellow comic book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Vin Crew here with his, technically it's his last bitch of 2019, even though it's going to show up in 2020. Just like most of you, I just been so busy with the family and the boys and, with them over holiday break. We were doing some renovations in the house, remodels in the house, other stuff like that. Holidays obviously came into play, so you guys know what it's like. Just haven't had the time to pick up many books and or find the time to create a video. Been able to do the two, so let's get crack-a-lack in here to the what everybody's here for, which are the books. As usual, I'm going to start off with these that are for sale and or trade. These are all doubles. This is Justice League 30, one of the first appearances of Jessica Cruz. Justice League 40, first appearance of Grail. Astonishing X-Men 3, first appearance of Sword. And number 6, first appearance, I believe it's Abigail Brand. Rocketeer Adventure Magazine 3. I believe this is a Alex Ross cover, and there is Dave Stevens artwork throughout this book too. So Dakota North Investigations number 1. This has been optioned. Detective Comics 315, just a Silver Age Batman. Thor 617, first appearance of Kid Loki. Scalped number 1. This was optioned. I'm not sure if it's still happening or not. And that's it for the double. So if anyone's interested, just let me know. Amazing Hero preview special. Speaking of Dave Stevens, this is obviously a Dave Stevens cover. And yeah, just a really thick book, as you can tell here. And then there is Amazing Hero Swimsuit Special 1991. This came out in January of 91. What makes this book somewhat interesting is that this apparently is the first U.S. appearance of Tank Girl. I know this might interest you, Poor Man's Comics. And there's also other artwork in here by Adam Hughes, Ty Temple Smith, is it Templeman? I can't remember. And many, many other artists and great characters and whatnot. So if you're into that kind of pinup stuff, this would be a fun book to pick up. All right, this is Amazing Spider-Man 434. I've mentioned this a few times. What I'm trying to collect is there was a storyline that ran throughout all of the Spider-Man books. Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spectacular, Web, all of those. And what it was is Peter Parker was accused of murder, and to clear his identity, he created 4 new identities. And each of these 4 identities took over one of the books for a short period of time. And each one of those books had their own variant cover with that character on the cover. I hope that makes sense. And this is the last one I needed to fill those 4 in. Is it 4, maybe 5? I can't remember. But this is Ricochet. And this is just kind of one of my gut hunches that this might just play somewhat of a factor in the next Spider-Man story. Who knows? Amazing Spider-Man 798, third print, first appearance of Red Goblin, I guess. I don't know. Animaniacs, can't remember who I saw this on. But theirs actually was a DC Universe logo variant, which would be really cool to have. But loved this Pulp Fiction swipe, so I had to find it. Annihilation number 5. This is now completes my my Annihilation miniseries. Love this Delato stuff. Batman Classic number 401. This is the reprint. It's so much fun. For this first appearance of Magpie. Love these so much funs, or these classics. They were sold in 3 packs, I believe, 3 or 5 packs. Limited to 5,000. And sold, I believe it was either in Sears or J.C. Penney's. But just regardless, hard to find. Obviously, they're the first Mr. Sinister was at X-Men 221 is probably the most sought after. But there's quite a few in the set. I know Metarog has a full set of these, so very cool. Batman, Dark Detective, The Last Laugh, number 5 of, or 6 of 6. Just a great Joker cover. I collect Joker covers. Black Hole. I don't get this book. This is, you're going to hear this a couple of times throughout the video. But this is a first print, and this did go 3 prints. But what I don't get about this book is this is one of those books people want to make expensive. If you look on eBay, these books go everywhere from 50 to 70 to 80 to, I don't know, I think there might be one for 100 on there on eBay. But if you look at the sold listings, which is the important thing to do, when people tell you a book is worth this because that's what they're asking for it on eBay, that's not really the case. Look at the sold listings. You can be patient and find one for about 15 bucks, 15, 20 bucks maybe. So yeah, it's a great, I think this is slave labor graphics, I think, but a cool cover, great artist. So I'm not sure, but yeah, fun book. I mean, 15 bucks too for a indie is not bad. 15, 20 bucks. So Crisis on Infinite Earths. This was interesting for a minute. I think Walmart's released them early or something like that. I don't know, but I still love these Crisis. I love the storyline, so fun pickup. Spider-Verse number 1, the Walmart variant. This was hot. Creatures on the Loose 13, just a Bronze Age horror series I'm working on. Ooh, sorry about that. Throwing books around. Crosswind. This has been optioned for a TV or a movie. Daffy Gaddafi. This book here, I when I saw it, I just had to get it. It was like a couple, $3. And then what's so funny is that I saw this on Instagram like a couple weeks after I bought it, just recently, as a matter of fact. I can't remember who posted it, but I just I thought that was so ironic. But anyways, Daffy Gaddafi, Malice in Wonderland, just had to pick this up. Love this stuff. All right, this is another book I just fell in love with and had to scoop it up. I paid like $5 for, $4. Probably more than I should have, but I don't know. This is a free giveaway by Vertigo for AIDS awareness, and it came out in 1994, and it obviously has death on the cover. And this, I believe, is the first appearance of death on a cover. I could be wrong on that, but if I am, I know it's a very early appearance of her on a cover. So, but nonetheless, just a really great looking book. Some detective books, working hard on that. Here's 319, I believe it is. God, I can't read anymore. 314, great Joker cover here. 341, 337, great elongated man cover here of, God, I just cannot read these. 343. Then the one I'm probably the most happiest to have picked up is this book right here, 405. This is apparently the first appearance of the League of Assassins, which, to be honest, I don't believe that that's the case. Personally, I believe that they first appear in Strange Adventures. It's either 215 or 216. The one with the first appearance of Sensei and the other ones. It's a Dead Man book. But what's nice about me finally picking this book up is that now I have a complete run of Detective Comics from 348, I believe it is, until it ends on 881, and then I have a complete New 52 run also. Also, what's really nice now is that I have all of the Neil Adams covers that he did for Batman in the Batman, Detective, Justice League, World's Finest, Brave and the Bold, and oh my God, there was another one I can't remember. But anyways, so those 5 or 6 titles that were Batman centric that Neil Adams did for a little while, I have all of his covers now, so that's really cool. But yeah, all right, moving along here. DNA Agents number 9. What makes this a little bit interesting is if you like collecting those swamp creature, the swamp creature first appearances, like Swamp Thing, Man Thing, Heap, that sort of thing. This might interest you. Heap is such an interesting character and confusing also. His first appearance was in a 1940s Airboy book, and then, or maybe it was an Airboy, but it was one of those army books. And then the next version appears in Psycho magazine 2, and then the third version appears in this book here, DNA Agents number 9, and then he goes on into Airboy and some other books. DNA Agents number 14. This has some Dave Stevens artwork in it, if anyone's interested in Dave Stevens. Doctor Who Classics Volume 2, Number 2. This has an advertisement for Lock and Key, so it got hot there for a minute. I found this for $1, $2, I mean. This is another one of those books that I don't quite get yet. This is Drake of the 99 Dragons. This is one of those video game done into a comic book thing. And if you look on eBay, there's only 2 listings. And one is, I think, 79, and the other one was like 109, I think. And those are raw. No sold listings at all that I could find. Now, maybe there's somebody who can work eBay better than me and can find some sold ones. I just couldn't. So I'm not sure. My gut feeling is that this is probably a $30, $40 book, which would still be pretty cool. Just very, very hard to find. I think I saw this on a CBSI. God, what's that guy's name? The Walker Report, I think, maybe. But anyway, very happy to have this book. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure what this book would go for, but there are just not too many of them, that's for sure. Elektra number 3. Love this beautiful Greg Horn cover, signed by Greg Horn. This is one of my favorite Greg Horn covers nonetheless. And that's some Elseworlds books. This is Batman Detective 27. Batman Bloodstorm, Superman Wonder Woman Whom Gods Destroy, Book 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all, the whole thing. And then Superman, Batman, Alternate Histories. So now, out of the 260 some Elseworlds, I'm down to needing 10, maybe 15 of them. And I think I need 2 Batman books and a couple Supermans, maybe 3. So I'm getting close, man. I'm getting close. I'll hit those hard, hopefully, this year. All right. Gen 13, number 77. This is the last issue. I thought somebody thought this went up to 78. I don't see a 78 anywhere in any databases anywhere that I could find. So I'm calling this one the last issue until somebody shows me a 78. But anyway, 77. So obviously last issues are somewhat hard to find. Hulk, Raging Thunder. I can't remember. Was this Canadian Comic Book Hunter maybe? Or Joshir's Comics? Somebody mentioned this in a video, and I thought it was interesting. This is the first appearance of Lyra, which is the daughter of Thundra and Hulk. Inside Image number 1, just a McFarlane Spawn cover. I'll grab those anytime I can find them for a couple bucks. J2 number 6, just a great Magneta cover. First appearance of her. Journey into Mystery 100, early Mr. Hyde, and just a centennial issue. God, look at Jane Foster. She sure is different now, isn't she? Justice League of America 69, 4th print, DC Universe logo. Once again, I am trying to collect all of the Death of Superman printings, not the newsstand and direct, but the printings, and obviously this falls into it. This book can check the boxes of several collectors. I mean, if you think about it, this is appealing to Justice League of America collectors, Death of Superman collectors, DC Universe collectors, so this can check the box to a few of them. And I believe this is one of the lower print DC Universe books. Marvel Age 123, can't remember who showed this. Maybe it was G-Dub. But just early or first introduction of Maximum Carnage. So pretty cool. The Max 35. I know Master X just picked up a whole run of this, but this is the last issue of the Max. This can go for about $30, I suppose. John Byrne, the X-Men 14. What is this? The Hellboy joke book where he's a poster or something? I don't know. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 9. Beautiful Steranko cover. Just another series I'm working on. I just need one book to finish this one. Raw Comics, Volume 2, number 2. Another book I don't quite understand the allure to. I mean, I get it. It's Robert Crumb and various other underground artists, but some people want to call this like the first, if not an early Mouse, which is right here, but that's not even close. Mouse first shows up in comics in 1972 in Funny Aminals, which I do own that one. But if you look on eBay, if you can get the full set of 1, 2, and 3 of this, that can go for close to $100. So there is interest in it, that's for sure. So, but yeah, this is Raw Comics Volume 2, number 2. Renfield, this was optioned for something, movie or TV or something, but this was the no number preview, and then this is the number 1 of the ongoing mini. So two more stacks left, guys. Ruins number 1. There, I saw this mentioned somewhere. I'm trashing my books again. There we go. We'll try that. Okay, sorry about that. But like I said, I saw this mentioned somewhere. I can't remember what I should start writing this crap down. But regardless, I still needed the book. I owned issue 2. I didn't own issue 1. And I love these acetate covers. So it was a win-win for all the way around. Secret Wars 2099 number 1. This is the first appearance apparently of this female Captain America, which showed some interest. Shock Suspense Stories number 6. Here you go, Reaper Tate. But it is not an original. This is a reprint. But still, love this cover. And I think I paid $3 for it. That's probably what it goes for. I don't know. But Spider-Man Red Sonja number 3 out of the 5. Just a great Michael Turner cover. Star Wars number 1. This is a Toy Biz reprint or a toy insert, you know, one of those toy that was inserted in a comic. And this can go for $15-20 on a given day. So I don't know. Superman, just always working on this. It seems like 152. It's a nice Silver Age book. Swamp Thing 153. This is the very all of a sudden popular swastika cover. I think Mercenot showed this recently. Some Strange Tales of Suspense, excuse me. This is issue number 64, which is the first time that the Black Widow is in a costume. Right there. I got to figure out how to get rid of this wax markings on here, but anyways. And then here's Tales of Suspense number 69. First Titanium Man. Number 70, second Titanium Man. And number 76. So that takes away quite a chunk out of my Tales of Suspense. I think I'm in the 50s, like 52, 53, something like that I own everything until it ends. So happy about that. Oh wait, there was one more. I'm sorry. This was number 80. This is the second appearance of the Cosmic Cube. Very popular cover. Very, very sought after. I mean, this book, for really not having a first or anything, can go for a little bit of money. So happy to have that one. All right. And here is Tales to Astonish number 54. First appearance of El Toro. Now for my Tales to Astonish, I have everything from 54 until it ends. 3 story. This is the first preview of Mind Management, which has been optioned. Thor number 5. First appearance of the female Loki, which I believe is right here. And I think she's going to be in the TV thing or whatever, Disney Plus. And here's the J. Scott Campbell variant. All right. Thunderbolts #1, second printing. And Xena Warrior Princess Orpheus Trilogy. This is Adam Hughes cover, and there's a poster in here. All right, and then we're going to finish this off, as I usually do, with magazines. All right, I hope I didn't shake you too much there. All right, and they do seem to be filling up in there. All right, so good. All right, so here is Marvel Comics Super Special #2, featuring Savage Sword of Conan. And here is number 18, Raiders of the Lost Ark. And those are the two there. I was working on the Marvel Super Specials. Creepy #59. What a great cover. I mean, obviously this would have been appropriate more for last month, but it is what it is. Just a beautiful cover still nonetheless. Here is Spider-Man to Trap a Spider. What this was is it was a insert giveaway in a GamePro magazine in 2000. Kind of similar to that Punisher M&M insert that they did in the XXL book. Another book that people want to make expensive. People ask upwards of $100 for this thing. But if you're patient, you can get it for $10, $15. So just be patient. Marvel Preview presents number 14. Third or fourth appearance of Star-Lord. Masters of Terror number 18, I believe this is, or 16. Yep, 16. This is number 19, Call the Destroyer, Marvel Preview. And number 20. So now I've actually finished all of my Marvel Preview and Bizarre Adventures. It turns into Bizarre Adventures for a few issues. And so, yeah, that's I love Marvel magazines. And so to be able to knock these off is pretty cool. Thrilling Adventure Stories #1. This was a short-lived 2-issue series by Seaboard Atlas, who, if you recall, was recently had a big bunch of commotion that people were scrambling to pick up their books. But if you're interested in the first appearances of these characters, this is the first appearance of Tiger Man, which ran, I don't think any of Seaboard Atlas's comics ran more than 4 issues. But in #2, which I'm looking for, has a beautiful Neil Adams cover to it. But yeah, so thought I would grab this. Alter Ego 73. What a gorgeous Frank Bruner, Doctor Strange Clea cover. So yeah, just I had to grab this for the cover itself. And then I also grabbed Alter Ego #21, which features a beautifully stunning Dave Stevens cover. I showed an Iger Stories, I think it was called, which was similar, but just colors were juxtaposed on it. The two together look really cool. I put it on my IG account. And then I got a Night Raven, the Collected Stories. This came from Tom Ryan via a trade. I know I owe you a book or two, Tom, which I won't forget. But this is interesting because this was in the short-lived Marvel graphic novel UK line. Apparently they did a specific UK line of Marvel graphic novels, which is really interesting because the reason they did the Marvel graphic novels to begin with was to expand their UK base. And what they thought they would do is, because the UK comics were already magazine size, but they were that flimsy newspaper, as they would do these deluxe formats with nice cardboard covers and beautiful, paper and that sort of thing, and great artwork. In order to expand the UK market, but they became super popular in America, so they just kept them in America basically. So anyways, but this is one of the UK ones, and now this is probably the part I'm the most happiest about. These next three are all part of the original Marvel graphic novels, which ran from the late 70s, I believe, or late 80s through the early 90s. And there were 75 of them. And I've been working hard to collect all 75 of them. And I finally accomplished that task. And what I needed was this one here, Neuromancer. Willow, which got hot for a few minutes there because they decided they were going to reboot the thing. And then probably the one I've seen this one in quite a few people's hauls lately is Conan the Rogue, which is a very expensive book. It's easily $30 to $50. If you want near mint, you can expect to pay upwards of $150 for it. But I'm not 100% sure what makes this so alluring. I know it's either his first or only John Buscema's pretty much complete work. I know he did the inks and the colors and the plot and all of that. And he also worked with Roy Thomas, and just a very coveted Marvel graphic novel. So very, very happy to finally complete all of the Marvel graphic novels. Yes. So that's basically my haul for the for this. And like I said, there's nothing super sexy in it, but I'm happy with them. And who knows when I'll do my next haul? It'll be soon, I'm sure. I'm not going to keep rambling. Thank you so much for watching. This is Vin Cruz signing off.